What's up, guys? Today we're doing something a little different. Hopefully we will get around to working on the Mustang, or at least looking at it and showing you guys around it. But today we're working on my dad's 66 C10. His brakes have not been working for the entire time he's been driving it. So we're working on getting that fixed today, and we also got to clean up some around the shop to hopefully get the Mustang in here and the C10 right where I'm standing. So I'm going to set you guys up with a little time lapse and then pick you up Alright, so we got the car in the shop again. I did a nice little time lapse for y'all. Hopefully that turns out okay. But you can see there's still room to pull the C10 in right here and work on it. And I have the Mustang right here where I can jack it up and do what I need to do. And I kind of wanted to make this video a little bit of a walk around of the car also, because I don't think I've really done that yet. And so I'll start with the interior of the car. It's a very basic kind of seat time car right now. We have an NRG seat with a fixed back seat with NRG brackets mounted in solid, no slider. Took the back seat out, mounted a fire extinguisher, and actually did a harness bar for the driver's side harness. And just mounts right here where the seatbelt goes, and then it's got these support bars that I've just got bolted to the floor right there with a little bracket. I think that's pretty much it for the interior. I'm planning on taking the rest of the back seat stuff out and getting a proper passenger seat that I can mount a harness in for that too. Right now, you can see in there, we've got lowering springs and lower control arm bushings, the poly bushings in the lower control arms. And the diff is welded up. I don't trust the limited slip that had 200,000 miles on it. As far as angle goes, we have a little bit of modification. You can actually take some bump stop limiters out, and also I shaved the inner tie rods to give it a little bit more than stock, because believe it or not, this is more than stock, because stock, they were literally limited from the factory. But I have a whole video going into that. And then here is the follow wheel. Got a little bit of a flat right now, but yeah, that's what we're working with so far. It's stock motor. I guess I can pop the hood for you guys, but nothing to see under there really. Just a stock 2-valve 4.6. And that's really, the motor has been pretty solid, other than having to swap an alternator out. But yeah, that's what we got right now. We do have a lot of work to do to it. It has a 3650 TR 3650 trans in it, which is the better trans. But right now, 3rd and 4th gear is not working, so we'll have to swap the trans out. And I'm putting a T45 in it, which is right there. So we'll be swapping that in. I'm gonna mess around with the spring rates a little bit, try to get the suspension a little stiffer. Right now it's still pretty soft. And we're also getting some steering angle done to the front. We're gonna have the knuckles cut and modified, and the control arms modified, because if you get much more steering angle, I also need to get a bump steer kit. Damn. Much more steering angle, and the tie rod starts to hit right here on the control arm, which when that gets modified, we will no longer be able to run a sway bar. So that's why we're going to have to play around with spring rates a little bit. make up for no sway bar. But other than that, we'll be adding in a hydraulic master cylinder, which is all these are the parts: brake pads, rotors, master cylinder for the hydraulic handbrake, which I already have right over here. It's just a cheap eBay handbrake that I'm going to put a nicer Willwood master cylinder on. But it's a little bit about the car. A little bit of a walk around. I've never really done a walk around of this car. So yeah, that's all there is to it right now. If we do any more work to it today, I'll update you. But if not, I'll see you later. Hey guys, it is the next day. Very cloudy and dark, so I apologize. This video might not have very good lighting. Basically yesterday we got the Mustang inside over here in the corner and got it up on jack stands so that we can hopefully slide the transmission out of it sometime soon. I think the next thing I'm going to do, though, not in this video but next in general, is take the knuckles and the control arms off the front to have them modified. And then while those are off being modified, I'll swap the transmission and throw on the dual calipers. I did put the Willwood master cylinder on the handbrake, so this is what we're going to be running. Cheaper handle and bracket with a nice Willwood 5/8 master cylinder, because that's what you need for these cars. And some nice 3AN lines, new brake pads, new pads and rotors in that box over there. So that's good to go. We have all the parts, we just need to start working on it. But also found out, see if I can find a flashlight real quick. Oh, here we go. Also found out that the water pump is leaking. I don't know if you guys can see that coolant on the floor, so we'll have to get that taken care of too. So just one more thing to add to the list of shit to do. But yeah, all I did yesterday was started pulling the shifter out. Like I said, we got it jacked up, messed around with that master cylinder, getting it to work. Had to swap the rods out to make the threads match. And then we worked on the C10 a little bit, trying to get some brakes. We thought maybe it was a master cylinder, so we swapped it out for this old single pot style, and we're still not getting any pressure on the pedal, and it's still not wanting to stop. And that's just hooked up to the front brakes, so we assume we've got a bad line or maybe a bad caliper or something on the front. And so that's what we'll do next to this. I don't think you guys have ever really seen this. This is my dad's 1966 Chevy C10 with a 350 Buick motor in it. It was pretty much just a shell whenever we got it. We put wood in the bed, put the motor and transmission in it. He got these new wheels and tires, and what else, you know, aluminum radiator, electric fan, new seat, new steering wheel, gauges are kind of rigged up, new carpet. So we got it fixed up pretty well, just a nice little driver. I think that's kind of what we're going for on this one, is just a good driver, and so nothing crazy. But if you guys are interested in it, I'll keep updates on this truck as we do stuff to it too. But the main thing for this channel is the Mustang and the drifting of the Mustang. So as far as that goes, I showed you guys in the video earlier what we're going to have done to the knuckle and the control arm, and got to swap the trans. Yeah, a lot of work needs to be done on this, so there will be plenty of content and videos coming soon. But just wanted to close this video out because I never really did it yesterday. But that's going to be all for this video, guys. If you're new to the channel because you just subscribed, then I really appreciate you checking the video out. And yeah, stay tuned for more. We'll see you next time.